Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our Week 3 broadcast. This game is, as you can see, featuring featuring the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Sorry about that little blip there. Doesn't really matter. We are going to go ahead and we're going to just jump right into this game. So guys, I'm going to turn it over to Jim Nance, Phil Sims. I hope you guys enjoy this, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Go Pack. I don't know why okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Marshall's Lions going up against Beckham's Packers. Now we'll go down to Jim Nance and Phil Sims for this Week 3 matchup.
Packers, Lions coming up on EA Sports. The season moving quickly already as we get set for today's Week 3 matchup.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Phil Sims. It always gets ratcheted up, the intensity that is, when you got a divisional matchup at your hands like we do today.
Yes, it's easy to get up for games like this. When you play a divisional opponent, you know it means really twice as much as playing somebody outside your division. You want to win your division to get to the playoffs. You're playing against a team that you've drafted and designed your plays to beat. This is going to be fun to watch.
The Packers are back deep, waiting for the kick return.
Bill Dawson has it teed up for the opening kickoff. Across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Foles is heading towards the huddle now, having connected on over 70% of his passes last week. First down coming up. Foles will take it from the gun. Incomplete. Carr was there defending. Now that we've got a moment, let's look at the Packers offense. This is an efficient group. Last week, turning the football over just once. Second down coming up. They're setting up screen. Still not taken down.
And he's brought down right at the 42.
Jim, this time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it. Picked up some good yards.
First down at the 42. Blunt. The Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. My goodness, is there history between these two teams?
Well, there is, but it seems like most of that history, or I should say the one-sidedness of this rivalry over the last few years, the Green Bay Packers have dominated the Detroit Lions, but the Lions think they're on the way up. We'll see if they can unseat the Packers today.
Offense lines up here. Second down and 5.
Foles is unable to find his target that time.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make it.
Ball is out, and the recovery is made by the defense.
Nice tackle.
Lions going to jog out to the huddle now. 7 years in the league and 7 years of vast experiences. First down here. Matt Ryan under center.
21.
Matt Forte. A tackle behind the line. And now let's take a look at the Lions offense. A coach's dream a week ago as this team never turned over the football once. After running it, it's second down. Matt Forte lined up in the backfield. He has the grab. Benjamin's marked down after a gain of 4. And now here's the Packers defense. They know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways. The Lions have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down. Split backfield here. Ryan's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Looking to the right side and throwing. Cook's taken down at the 25.
Good job by the quarterback completing that pass against the zone defense. Look for the open space when you throw against zones. That's what he did, and he got the nice completion.
The Lions will take the snap from the 25. And he's tackled some 3 yards away from a first down.
Yeah, the draw play, it's been around forever, and it is still a valuable asset to all offenses. Make the defense think pass, you hand it off, you get them retreating, and you can pick up a few extra yards.
It's Marshall. Gains 18. Marshall's the injured player, and we'll take a break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Goal line defense on the field. Matt Forte gets it here. Detroit in the end zone.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's first and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
Inside of the uprights. The Lions are about to kick the football back, but it's the offense celebrating and the defense doing all the setup. That fumble recovery gave them great field position, setting up the score. Beckham's running this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Here's the handoff to LeGarrette Blount. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line. And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. Blount taking him right up in the middle. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
The NFL is about situations. A good job by the runner knowing where the first down was, gets it there, and he moves those chains.
The Packers might be looking at the scoreboard and thinking, uh-oh, not again, as they trail in another tight game, partner.
Well, I'm going to do a little teaching right here. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just focus on the play that's coming up. Just do your job. If you do that, you'll have a chance to find a way to win.
The 45, in on the stop.
That's a good job by the defense, just playing the situation. Second and short. They know they have a conservative coach on the other side. They played for the run, and they stopped it short of the first down.
And they advanced the ball onto the other side of the field.
Third short, I don't know what you do anymore. I've given up. Do you throw it? Do you run it? Do you have that kind of faith in your offensive line? Well, the offense does. They run the football Great job by the offensive lineman, giving that running back a chance to get that first down.
Foles' pass will be incomplete this time. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. The Lions come out in a dime package. The defense comes out in the dime. Play action, Foles makes the reception. Carr's there to make the stop.
What a year Nick Foles had last year, and it's one of the reasons why play-action passes on plays like this, you give him that extra time. Nick Foles is deadly accurate.
Met by Davis that time.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Incomplete, looking underneath that time.
He's such a smart linebacker. That's one of the reasons why he was able to knock that pass down that time. He diagnosed the play. He saw what it was going to be, got himself in position, and he made it happen.
Ball is out. Oh, they cough up the football, and the defense takes possession. Unstoppable. The 30, the 20, the 10, and in for the touchdown.
Anytime you're on the offensive side and you fumble and the defense picks it up and takes it for a long touchdown, wow, that is hard to overcome. So what a job by the defense. Very opportunistic. Take advantage of those situations when they come up.
Throws the stiff arm. They face first down. Foles, handoff. He's tackled at the 28.
Jim, this defensive end is so athletic. Well, it measures up to you because you're an athletic guy. He holds his position, stops the runner for no gain. Great job.
Second down and 10. Pulls it in. That's a gain of 10.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
Third down after the completion. Ebron's usually a tight end, but he's in the backfield this time. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Nothing like seeing a complete offense. That's what we're watching here today. Yes, we know they can throw it, but what they're showing us here, they can grind out some first downs running the football, too.
Shakes off the tackle, getting away from the pressure. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Second down after the incompletion. The Packers come out in a bunch set. Here's the handoff to LeGarrette Blount. He's brought to a halt.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
That's a false start.
False start, offense.
Long odds facing the offense after that penalty on third down and 12. Offense lines up here. Nick Foles from the shotgun. Ball's loose. This one's going back the other way. Beatty's there to make the tackle.
Well, that time the offense fumbles the football, but the defense hit them so hard, there's no chance of hanging on. Hits the ground, and the defense recovers.
Now first and 10. Complete to Nix. The tackle is made.
When you play in cover 3 defense, you protect against the deep pass, but the problem is all the underneath stuff is wide open, and the quarterback is taking advantage of that.
First down at the 15. And that's perfect in on the stop.
The Lions call the run play that time down in the red zone. It does not work, but when you're running the football, especially in the red zone, have some patience, stay with it, and if you do, most of the time you will get rewarded.
Second down and 8. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys down. As they go down the field, these wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick they can get open and make a catch.
The Lions kickoff team is on the field, and the offense is on the sideline celebrating a score that was all set up thanks to a very tenacious defense that recovered the fumble. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. They come to the line, and it's first down. Foles takes a look now from under center. Keeps it on the play fake. Reaches out and grabs it. And at the 49, he'll be brought down.
When you play man-to-man against this receiver, you're going to have a tough time. Quarterback's a good thrower. Really hard for a defensive back to stay with him.
The play clock's running down. Foles is standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. They're going to get him here for a sack.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack to the quarterback.
The Packers take it from the 38. He's got the catch, and there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Foles takes it from the gun. The defense gets the sack.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's third down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
Raynon with the fair catch signal here as he won't return this one. The Lions come onto the field for their next series. It's Forte in the backfield. 1st and 10. Brings it in along the sideline. So they complete that one, yet it's still second down. And Nick's lined up in the slot. Throw to the left. And that pass is going out of bounds. Incomplete. 3rd and 8 coming up after the incompletion. The defense comes out in the nickel. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Cortez really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Beckham has got a chance this time. Tackles made. The Packers come to the line, starting the drive at the 37. Offense lines up here. The Packers from the 37. Blunt. And that's a gain of 10. This will be second down. Split backfield here. Here's the handoff to LeGarrette Blunt. Williams, the one who brings him to the ground.
Nice job that time by the ball carrier, getting it just past the first down mark. Big first down, keep the chains moving.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. The Packers get a first down. It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say get that football to him every game. That would be my priority because he's one of the best ones in the NFL. And once he catches the football, look out.
And that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker.
The great thing about the draw play, just for a split second, the defense thinks it's pass. Now they're reacting instead of attacking, and allows you to get a few extra yards.
It's an empty backfield for Foles this time. The Packers from the 32. Throws to the right. Got the completion. Gains 11. This is turning into quite a drive, Phil.
Nice job, Jim, by the offensive coordinator, just mixing the plays up and keeping the defense off balance.
Play action. Over to Ebron. The Packers are down right now, partner, but they have been able to move the football. Foles is having a big day.
You see an offense working like this, it's kind of exciting. I know the fans are really behind it. There's nothing like watching a quarterback who's really got it going, throwing the football down the field, and his guys catching it.
And that's a gain of 9.
Jim, when you get down the red zone, you have to be very careful as a quarterback not to turn the football over. Good decision that time by the quarterback. Gets the completion, and they get a nice solid pickup that time.
And Williams is there to take him down. Second down coming up. The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. Play action fake. Look, and that'll close the gap.
Good job by the offensive coordinator calling those plays. Leads to a touchdown. They're just slowly chipping away at this lead. Now can their defense come out and help them out?
The Lions have designs on doing something special with this return. Still leading here as we head toward halftime. Scores 21-7. And this is Raynon running it out. Muscles through the defender. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line. The Lions come out for the next possession. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. The handoff to Matt Forte. And he'll try it left. Running room. Good job on the ground there by Matt Forte. The Lions signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. They've come out in the dime package. Ryan takes it from the gun. Got a hand on it, forcing the incompletion.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Saw the receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
This will probably be the last play of the first half. 2nd and 10. He's going to be tackled right around the 49. So that's going to do it for the first half. Lions are up in this one.
All right, welcome to the Verizon Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Lions just want to get back out on the field as they've looked good last week and now today. The Packers will have to figure out a way to make a comeback in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Packers opening up on offense. Blunt's got the grab with fumbles here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 48-yard line. Offense on the field now after the fumble. Forte's going to take off here, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Packers now late in the first quarter. Run play here, and the ball comes out. Lions capitalize and recover the loose ball. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. Packers take it early in the second. Out now after the fumble. Marshall's going to haul in the pass. This goes for a touchdown. Lions up now by 21. Down to late in the first half. Foles going to thread the needle here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Now trailing by 14. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back now to Detroit for the second half.
The Lions are ready to receive the kick. The same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. It's first down as they head to the line. And Nix, a receiver in the slot. The third quarter begins with this play. Marshall's able to move the chains with that carry.
Anytime you have man-to-man coverage like we see this time, it's all about the receiver getting away from the defender. He does it, and the quarterback puts it right on him.
The Lions have it at the 34. Has his target. That picks up 7.
The drag route is a huge part of every offense now in the NFL. It's where the receiver starts on one side of the football, goes across the field, looking for those spots where he can catch it, and the quarterback that time threw it at the right time, right on target, good yardage, just short of the first down. I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
Marshall's lined up now as a slot receiver, and Hayward in on the tackle.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
Ryan's got it in the gun. Hakeem Nicks hauls it in. Good piece of tackling.
Boy, they got a good drive going here, Jim. I guess you don't hear that too much on the golf course, do you? The way you hit it everywhere. But this offense, they're clicking. They're making plays. Let's see if they can take advantage of just moving this football down the field.
And pass perfect from behind the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defensive coordinator. Good time to call that blitz. Catches the offense by surprise, and they just outnumber them, and they get to the quarterback, and they take him down.
The defense gets another sack.
Well, that time the quarterback didn't hold the football. The left side of the line they just collapse. He doesn't even feel it or see it, and he goes down for the sack.
To Marshall. Pulls it in. Steps out of bounds.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
First down here after the completion. Here's the first snap after the big play. And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, that was an aggressive play by the defense. That's risk-reward. The reward, of course, is sacking the quarterback like they did. Well, the risk is if you don't get there, you could give up a big play.
Ryan gives it up. Forte's tackled down after a gain of 5.
This is a tough situation for the offense, 3rd and long coming up, but it's a good situation also. You're leading the football game, so there's no reason to take a chance and turn this football over.
Ryan from the gun. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The kick is good.
Yeah, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending, they did not break, and all they did was give up a field goal.
Ryan set to kick it. Beckham is going to run this one out. The Packers offense heads on to the field. Ebron's a tight end, but lined up in the backfield for this play. And Davis is there that time for the tackle. The Lions have attacked the football and created takeaways today, Phil.
Do whatever you have to dislodge that football away from the offensive player. Grab it, punch it, pull it. They've done all of the above. That's why they have those fumbles today.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Games 16. The Packers have a wideout who is in the midst of a hot streak. Beckham has played a role here for this team as a #1 option, and he deserves it, Phil.
I think there's a big reason why we're seeing him play so well. Jim, I had a chance to talk to him, and he says physically he feels great. It shows he is playing great.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Nick Foles will take the snap from out of the gun. Makes the reception. And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
A lot of times you look at the drag route and you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it. It's just short of getting the first down. When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
The give. Runs it across for the score. Touchdown.
Packers.
I would bet first and goal that the offense about 90% of the time is going to run the football. And what do here? They run it and they get it done. That is power football at its best.
Packers now ready to kick the football down the field.
He's not going to test the coverage this time. It'll come out to the 20. The Lions bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. And Nick's in the slot.
First down and 10.
Ryan still has it. Intercepted. Touchdown. That'll close the gap.
You got to love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
The Packers for the extra point.
It's good. The Lions now holding on to a diminishing lead as they'll get the football back here. Scores 24-21. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Lions now will start their drive at the 23. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Finds his mark.
And tackled down at the 49-yard line.
As we see the stats now, you really like what both guys have been able to do at wideout today, Phil.
Yeah, they have been spectacular out there on the field. The numbers are awesome. This league, once again, we know it's about the pass, and we saw it here today.
First down at the 49. Complete to Nix. Ford's in on the tackle.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Out to the left. And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time. And now they'll try over again on second down. Lions back in shotgun formation. Looking across the middle. Almost intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have one or two passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
The Lions will take the snap from the 35. And off the mark on that short throw.
Well, quarterbacks know on third down they got to make a decision and get rid of that football because the defense, they are coming after you. That time just not good enough, and he throws an incompletion.
The kick in. It's through there. The kick is good.
Jim, they get the field goal at that time, and it keeps the momentum on their side. It's positive energy. It makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
First down on the way. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line. And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Blunt running to the right. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it fumble.
And it's a takeaway. That'll stop the play right there.
That's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
1st and 10 to the ground. Forte up the middle. That's 2nd down coming up. After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now 2nd down and 10. Marshall's going to get set in the slot for this snap. They bring him to the turf. The Lions lead right now, but you will see that not everything is going their way. Forte's had a tough one, especially down the stretch. If they want to control the game, you have to think they're going to go back to him for some more touches and try to get it right.
That's right. Keep giving him the football. Keep mixing the plays up. Don't get obvious in your play calls. If you do, the defense will have everything on their side.
Looking ahead, the Lions will be on the road in New York next week, while the Packers will be on the road in Chicago. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. First down at the 30. Hakeem Nicks hauls it in. Nicks is tackled down. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. That long gain sets them up here on this play. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Sims is in the backfield. 2nd and 12. He's going to get another carry. Willis is able to read that play and make the hit.
Great situation to be in for the defense right here. It's 3rd long, and even though their team is losing the game, you can get after the quarterback and hope you can find a way to force a turnover.
3rd and long. Right back to him one more time.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
The kick is good.
Well, that time the offense had great field position. They don't take advantage of it, but at least they get 3 points. Good job by the kicker coming in and getting some points on the board.
And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Packers are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field. Nickel formation for the defense here. First down at the 18. Beckham's got the catch and the first. Looking at this comparison, Phil, it's fun to see these two quarterbacks going head-to-head in a tightly contested game.
Yeah, so well played on the offensive side by both teams. The quarterbacks, they've been very sharp. And their offensive lines are playing very well.
They get to him just in time, 1 yard shy of the first down. The Packers have been very good throwing the football today. Foles has been efficient. He's been finding his targets, and he's getting it done.
He is showing why he's one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. When you take his talent and you put along with it great decisions, you get something special on the field.
Being a go-to target, Phil, I think you would say every quarterback needs one. In fact, one just like this guy.
Well, I know this. They need one. I know they all want one. And as a wide receiver, some guys, it doesn't matter if you double team him every single play. They just have the knack and the talent to find a way to get open.
The Packers continue to pass the football, and when they have, they've looked in one familiar direction. Beckham had big plays all over this field today, Phil.
He's like the shooting guard, Jim, in basketball. He's making a lot of shots. Let him keep shooting, so they have found a way to keep getting the football in his hands.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Second down and 5. Keeps it here. Has his man. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line. They connect on that pass play, but It's still 3rd down. The defense comes out in the dime. Looking to the right side and throwing. Touchdown and drawing close.
Nothing like having a quarterback who has a good arm who can just fire that football into some tight spots. And then it helps when your receiver has got the talent and the courage to go in there and make that tough catch.
Foles is going to have a tough time upstaging what he did on that scoring drive, passing for over 80 yards against a defense that had no answers for him. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Lions are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field. Matt Ryan under center. Halfway through the 4th. Play fake. Out to Cook. And he steps out of the field of play. The Lions have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Ryan's done everything he can to keep his team on top.
He has been so efficient here today. Very smart, making decisions. And when you put those two things together, that's why your football team is winning.
The defense gets a sack.
There is nothing worse for a quarterback than have the pocket collapse. And that time it collapsed on his left side. There's nothing he can do, and he goes down for the sack.
Matt Forte taking it up the middle. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's 3rd and long. And you always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
3rd and long. Good coverage by Trufant that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
First down, offense readying for the snap. Offense lines up here. Set up screen. He's stacked up at that point.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
That leads us to 2nd down. Time is running out. The defense knows it's playing with the lead, but doing whatever it can to just try to run out the clock.
The Packers, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
First down here after the run. 2 minutes to go in the second half. First down. Let's see what they come up with here. Defense lining up here late in this one, trying to hold on to the lead. Back to the ground now on first down. He's taken down at the 47. 2nd down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. 2nd down and 9. Keeps it here. Catch made. And he is tackled at the 44. Trailing every 3rd down so big at this point. Foles can't find a man open that time. Every play in an NFL game is huge, but when you're talking about 4th down with the game on the line, well, this can decide it all.
So hard to stop an offense 4 times in a row. This is going to be interesting to see how the defense goes about it.
Nickel formation here for the defense. The Packers have it at the 44. Catch made. That's a failed conversion, but you might as well look at it like a turnover. It's going back the other way. The Packers have come up with some big plays in the passing game. Beckham has been involved in so many of them, Phil.
Jim, you're right. He knows how to get open. He's one of the best in the NFL. He's got a great pair of hands, and what a day he is having so far.
They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second. Matt Forte lined up in the backfield. The Lions snap it at the 36.
Matt Forte gets it here.
Brought down at the 41-yard line. The Packers will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
The Packers will stop the clock here with this timeout, needing to preserve time.
That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. Take it at the 20.
First down, pressure on every snap now.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. He's tackled right at the 24.
The Packers get ready to snap the football. They must be careful. They have no timeouts to play with. The Packers have it at the 24. Carr nearly came away with the pick. The Packers will need to get to the 37-yard line in order to give their kicker a chance at the field goal. Coming up, 3rd down, a huge moment. It's an empty backfield for Foles this time. But the hit knocks the ball out.
This man was put on this defense for this reason alone. Make the big hits. Give your team some momentum and also put a little fear in the offensive players when they get the football.
The Packers have it at the 24. And he takes off. They fail to convert, and now a change of possession.
Well, the defense, they overplayed it. They knew it. It's 4th down. They took a chance. They guessed right. They make the stop, and that's probably going to side.
Takes the knee.
Second down here. Well, Phil, they came up short today in this divisional matchup.
Well, guys, I gave it everything I had to put up as great of as good of a game as I could. Even in the loss, I do think that was a great game. The fact that it came down to Green Bay's final drive, final possession, was fantastic. To only lose by 2 points after being down 21 at one point in the game, I think proves that the Packers were a better team than I thought they were. They were 0-2 coming into this game. They're now 0-3. The Lions moved to 3-0 after this game. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a little disheartening to lose the game that way, but at the same time, it's not a team that I have real stake in. But I think I feel bad for, any Packer fans who were looking at it, and I tried really hard to make that final drive work, and just nothing was working. I didn't have Odell. Odell had been so great all throughout the game, making the plays when I needed him to make the plays and catch the ball when I needed him to, and just not having him at all in that last possession. And I don't know why. I don't know why he wasn't on the field for that last possession, but he just wasn't. So I know why he wasn't on for a couple plays, but that last play, I think, should have been I don't know. I don't know what happened, but before I go into our schedule, I want to point out, because as you saw, Detroit did not have Brett Favre at quarterback. Well, that's because I went in and I removed all of the players, and I went with head coaches and owners only, specifically because by doing a player, I wouldn't have been able to play on defense if I would have done one of those games. So you end up with Harbaugh. I created Jack Del Rio because he's not on the game. Mike Ditka's still there. Some of the new ones, Tony Dungy now. We have Bruce Arians, Bill Cowher. That was one for me that I had to add in there. Jason Garrett was added. I added John Gruden because I always liked Gruden. This is one that I thought should have always been on the game as an NFL legend coach, and that is Chuck Noll, one of the only head coaches to ever win 4 Super Bowls. One of, I believe only 2. I believe it's just Noll and Belichick. I know Blair Walsh only had 3, so I want to say it was 2 coaches. I could be wrong on that. If somebody knows and can correct me on head coaches winning the Super Bowl, but as I know, it's Chuck Noll and Bill Belichick as the only 2 that have won 4 Super Bowls. You have Don Shula. We added him. He was coaching the Lions in that game. He did a great job. And I think there were a couple other ones. Oh, Bum Phillips was added, Wisenhut. So yeah, Pete Carroll. Essentially, it was just making sure that every team was a playable team that I could play on offense and defense. Otherwise, it would have just been kind of boring, kind of having to deal with simming on defense. So as we get into the results from Week 3, let's take a look at it. Tampa defeats Atlanta. San Diego over Buffalo. St. Louis defeats Dallas. Dallas falls to 1-2 on the year. Washington defeats Philadelphia. Giants over Houston. Minnesota over New Orleans. Bengals over Titans. Ravens defeat the undefeated Browns at that point. So now the AFC North is populated by 4 teams that all have a loss. So it's still possible. The Ravens had to get that win. Falling to 0-3 would have been horrible for them. We witnessed that game. Jacksonville defeats the Colts. That's not going well for my prediction. Oakland defeats New England. San Fran defeats Arizona. Denver defeats Seattle. Miami defeats Kansas City. Pittsburgh falls to Carolina. And the Jets fall to the Bears. So without further ado, let's take a look at what we have for Week 4. Possible games. And I'm circling it right there. That's the game. That's the game we're doing. Baker Mayfield returns for the Ravens. It's his first game back. Laramie Tunsil's back. There's another guy back for the Ravens. The Ravens are getting 3 guys back. That's going to be a good game. And I think the win against Cleveland is going to completely turn around the Ravens, and it's just going to turn out better for a lot of people. I know they went out and got Dede Westbrook. They traded Wes Welker and 2 first-round draft picks, picked up Dede Westbrook to join Baker Mayfield together again, as well as Sterling Shepard's in Baltimore. So 3 Oklahoma Sooners there populating the Ravens, making them probably a very dominant force, possibly moving forward. The Steelers are not in a good position. Honestly, the injuries to their team is killing them. As you can see, 5 teams remain undefeated. Cleveland was the 6th team a week ago. They have fallen, and now we are left with just 5. The Lions, Raiders, 49ers, Vikings, and the Jaguars. We have the Dolphins at 2-1, Bucks are 2-1, Browns are 2-1, Rams are 2-1, Bengals are 2-1. So as we move forward, you see all these games. Steelers are 1-2, Ravens are 1-2. They're going to try to pull themselves, claw back into the divisional battle. Patriots, I said I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. They're sitting here at 1-2. Dolphins are in a good spot to make I didn't pick New England to go to the Super Bowl. My apologies. I didn't pick anybody to go to the Super Bowl so far. I picked New England to go to the playoffs out of the AFC. So the Raiders are screwing up my AFC West. The Jaguars are screwing up my AFC South. The Dolphins are winning their division, so I did pick that one correct so far. The Browns and Bengals are screwing up the North for me. The Broncos aren't where they should be because I did pick them. I picked the Colts. They're really screwing it up. The Ravens are screwing it up. The Patriots are screwing it up. The Steelers are screwing it up. So, and as you can see, the Titans and Bills are currently 0-3. How far will they go being winless? I don't know. The Packers join them in winlessness. So we'll see how far each team goes. I just want to thank all of you for joining me once again. We will get that Ravens game up very soon. Ravens game going very soon. So thank you all so much for joining me. I'll see you guys next time.